Hi, my name is Cathy Stewart. We lost our son to suicide in 2014, and the journey has been remarkable. We catapulted, first of all, into the most terrible place, had to learn to surrender to grief, had to learn to go through all those stages of anger and depression and bargaining and sorrow. And then, little by little, the hope began to set in, the attitude of some kind of optimism that life would get better. We just had to give it some time and do some work. I have written a book called Hope, the Alchemy of Despair, a mother's story of transcending devastating grief due to the loss of her son to suicide. I have a section where I talk about different ways to help yourself, things that worked for me. First thing I think is to get some help professionally, be assessed for trauma and how that may have affected you, because indeed, if you've been severely traumatized, it will affect your grief process. Find out about that. Treat that first before you can really start working with what you have to work with. TCF is an amazing organization. Hospice friends also help. I believe in meditation, something that I've done for many years prior to my son's death. And after the acute stage of that awful raw emotion passed, I was able to gradually start getting back to that practice, which gave me clarity of mind and helped me to really understand how my mind was working and what I had to delete, work with, eliminate. A gratitude practice becomes something that can be very helpful. It takes me out of my own self in terms of looking at what is good for my life. Gratitude is indeed an affirmation of that. I totally believe that it's important to access that creative part of yourself. That is essential to any grief process, well supported by Harvard research. It's important to also find time to embrace Mother Nature. She will soothe you. She will smooth the terrible despair that you have and help to ease the restlessness of your soul. And she will be always predictable as you return. Eventually, there came a time when I learned that helping others was indeed helping me. And that by no means is something that you do in early stage grief. But as time moved on, it was important for me to give that to other people. That's a gift to myself. There's so much to learn about this process.